the start of Camp Weekendween, hosted by Olivia Reads a Latte and Gabby Reads. So I'm setting up my TBR for that. I think I have 2, maybe 3 of the books picked out. I need to take a picture of my TBR for the Instagram, since I've decided to make a new Instagram for book stuff. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. But anywho, today is day 1 of Camp Weekendween. It's the 29th, therefore I need to figure out what I'm reading, as well as all the other things I need to read and all the other things that I need to do. Austin and Finn are out on an adventure this morning, their walk. My cat is outside, who wants back inside, because it is a nice, beautiful, rainy day. I woke up to the rain on the window. Oh, it was lovely. So, I've made myself some hot cocoa, and I'm going to read a little bit. I'm currently listening to... I don't trust myself. I don't do it. I don't trust myself to know what I'm reading. I'm so sorry. I know it's by Cassandra Khaw. It's her new, short story novella. Nothing But Blackened Teeth. Okay, I was gonna be right, but Nothing But Blackened Teeth. I'm almost done with it. I think I have 4 chapters left. I like the narrator. I like the story. I love the concept. I like the Japanese folklore kind of in it. But because it's so short, I don't feel connected to any of the characters. I don't really care what happens to them. They could all die and I'd be like, cool. So I'm like, whatever, it's fine. I'm not necessarily getting scared, but it is kind of creepy. I'll give her that. I'm sure if I was physically reading it, I might feel a bit more, but I feel like audiobooks just sometimes miss that scare mark that I might need, which is fine. It's cool. So yeah, that is that right now that I'm listening to. I'm gonna finish that and then jump over to a couple other things that I have planned, and then tomorrow I'm doing a 24-hour readathon Saturday leading into Halloween. We don't really have Halloween plans, so we're kind of just hanging out at home, probably gonna finish up the Halloween movie bingo that I made us, and so yeah, that's kind of the plan. Hello. You're so cautious, aren't you? So this is my hot cocoa. This is actually heavy. I'm kind of struggling. I'm that weak, but this is about the size of my head. It is so full of hot cocoa. I think I said coffee earlier. I didn't mean that. It's hot chocolate. Anyway, all right, I'm reading now. Hey guys, so I haven't vlogged a whole lot today. I also haven't done a whole lot today. You might be able to tell, but my eye is super unhappy. My allergies with the cat were already pretty bad, but now with the dog on top of it, they're kind of worse. So I just have extremely itchy eyes all the time. But I have got some work done today. I worked on some YouTube stuff, slowly getting everything sorted. I've been hanging out in Jivik's stream because he's doing a subathon today. I finished Nothing But Blackened Teeth. I'm almost done with Night of the Mannequins. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I sneezed. Kyrie and Finn are still not super getting along. Kyrie did get a bit spooked when he was near her, even though she walked up to him and he was curious, but she didn't like it. So there was a little moment of spookedness where she ran off and hid under the bed, but I'm so dying of allergies. But anyway, I have final email to send, and then I think we're good for the evening. I'm super tired today, so I'm hoping to just start reading on the couch, probably. That's kind of my plan. hoping Austin can build a fire because it's so cold today. And yeah, it's just a very chill Friday going into Halloween weekend. Austin's going for a hike tomorrow while I start my 24-hour readathon, which is great. My big bucket list book, not bucket list, but like top of the list to do book would be My Heart is a Chainsaw by Stephen Graham Jones. He also wrote The Last Final Girls and Night of the Mannequins, which I'm almost done with. And I finished The Last Final Girls about a couple days ago. So I'm kind of just working through his backlist leading up to this. And then he also is the author of The Only Good Indians, I think. The Only Good Indians, I believe. And that I will be reading next month. So there's a lot going on. A lot of books to get to. I have the goal of about 5 to read tomorrow, and then some today, and then some Sunday. I have a lot of books that I would like to get to. Like, it's completely ridiculous just how many books there are for the rest of the month before going into November. It's fine. I'm not stressed. It's fine. At least it's good stress. Like, oh, I have so many books to read. Oh. But yeah. Me and my trust-free laundry folder over here. You helping? Hello, good noon. It's not quite morning anymore, but it's certainly not afternoon yet, so I'm succeeding. Kyrie, stop! You're being a menace. Kyrie, stop it! Let's try this again, shall we? My cat's been a total nuisance all morning and at night when she woke me up at 3:30 in the morning. It's fine. It is what it is. It's fine. But hello. Welcome to my... Kyrie? Don't. Why are you so against this? Okay, I'm finally doing this. Hey, welcome to my 24-hour readathon. I'm starting it at 1 o'clock. I meant to start it at noon, but my cat has been a menace. So, quickly, just want to go over what I'm trying to read, and then we're going to jump into it. Got about 3 minutes to 1. So, starting off, potentially, I have 2 things that I'm like needing to read, but the first book is Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Nang. This is a book that, as you can see, I've already started. I am almost halfway through with this. This is about a paper girl who gets kidnapped essentially from mooncasts, which are basically the demons, which are animal human figures, and she becomes a paper girl for the king. And it's a rough read. It's not the easiest to get through, but it is a good story. It's pretty easy to read literary wise. Like, the writing style is easy to read, although the topics in here do get a bit heavy, so trigger warning if you are interested. I've heard amazing things about this. I know the final book in this trilogy is coming out soon, or just came out, or something like that, so I picked this up at a pretty good time, that if I enjoy it a lot, I can just like breeze through the rest of the series. So I definitely want to finish this one. The next major read, which I might start first, is My Heart is a Chainsaw. This is by Stephen Graham Jones. This is the Literally Dead book club pick for the month of October. I also have the audiobook available for this if I'm having a hard time and need to read faster. I can just read and listen and follow in the book. I don't know what this is about. This is a thriller. I've read The Last Final Girls and The Night of the Mannequins. They're both short story novella type of deals in the horror genre by the same author. So I'm very excited to get to this. The live show is probably going to be coming up this next week, so I definitely want to be prepared. And then my list gets a little bit more ambitious, but I definitely would like to get to this beautiful edition of A Lesson in Vengeance by Victoria Lee. I've heard amazing things about this. This follows two girls, possibly two different timelines. It's a dark academia boarding school setting. Someone might die. I don't really know. I'm excited to get to this though. This is definitely up there. It doesn't seem too terribly long. I think I could get through it at a decent pace. And then going into like my really ambitious, what's the word? Going into my like super ambitious TBR, we have Small Favors by Aaron A. Craig. This is been pitched by Carrie Can Read as a similar vibe to The Village. So I'm just so excited, and this cover is my favorite cover of the entire year. Like, this is the most beautiful book that I own. This is stunning. I love it. I really, really, really want to get to this. If I don't get to it, I'm for sure reading this in November. And then the last two physical books that I'm maybe gonna get to, probably not gonna get to, but would like to get to. We've got Lake's Edge. This is by Lyndall Clipstone. This also came in an owl crate because I'm gifted them for the next 3 months, I think. So once that gift runs out for 6 months of books that I got for my birthday, once that runs out, I won't be receiving anymore. But yeah, there's no real synopsis because they don't provide a dust jacket. So I don't know what this is about, but it's creepy. Gothic. I do have this artwork, which I think is quite beautiful and eerie. And then finally, got the picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I don't need to say anything else. I might restart this because it's been a while. I remember everything that's happened though, so I'm only on page 28. Shoot. Yeah, I think I might pick up the audiobook with this as well. I'm not sure, but if I get to it, I get to it. If I don't, it'll happen eventually. So that is my ambitious physical TBR list. Obviously, I have a lot that I need to, I'm just on my iPad now. I have so many on the list that I would absolutely love to get to audiobook wise before the month ends, but obviously that's tomorrow, so that probably won't happen. But I really want to read a Dowry of Blood, Coraline, horrid, finish White Smoke. I've got 5.5 hours of that, Cemetery Boys, and Lobizona. I think those are like the top of my list that I want to finish. So we will see how that goes. Let the reading begin. Finally. Okay, so it's like an hour later and I've not started reading. This is not off to a great start, but I'm going to pick up My Heart is a Chainsaw finally. The boys are gone. I have access to the living room. Laying in bed all like morning and afternoon was just making me so tired that I was like, I would rather watch BookTube and like rest my eyes than read right now because I'm exhausted. But when I get out of bed, I feel better. So here we are. I'm sat in front of the fire because I'm freezing. I'm finally gonna start. All right, it's 2 o'clock, like on the dot, 2 o'clock. So, let the reading commence. 24-hour readathon, let's go, baby. Did y'all know? Did y'all know he had this many books? I read Last Final Girls and Night of the Mannequins. And then I'm gonna read The Only Good Indians next month. I really thought that I was like knocking off his backlist, but no. Howdy ho, I've made it to page 108 of My Heart is a Chainsaw. What is happening? I'm not confused, but like confused. What is this about, you may ask? I don't know. That's a great question. We're following this girl, Jennifer. She's half Indian, Native American, but he uses the term Indian. And she really likes slasher horror films. Like, she's the Wikipedia page for these movies. She knows everything. And she, yeah, that's kind of all I can explain. I don't know what's a spoiler. I don't want to read the synopsis until I'm done because I don't want to spoil anything that might be in the synopsis just in case. But yeah, she's not okay. She's not well. But I'm sure it's fine. We're basically just following her while she lives her life. Her very strange life. She's definitely in a world of her own. And mentally, something might be up. But she loves slashers. And so there's a lot of references to slashers. She has a lot of breaks in, I don't know how to explain them, but she has these like breaks in chapters, between chapters, after a chapter, whatever, for her history teacher, Slasher 101, where she breaks down slashers and relates it to her history assignments. So that's fun. So yeah, I'm enjoying it for the most part. Like, it's fine. I don't know entirely where it's going. Like, I have an idea, but I'm sure there's going to be some twists, seeing as this is almost a 400-page book and I'm only 100 pages in. So I've got a long ways to go. Let's check, 3.5 hours into my readathon. I have taken a slight nap while listening to White Smoke. And yeah, I've just been listening to the audiobook while reading this, which has been pretty helpful. I'm not the fastest reader by any means, but I can listen to an audiobook pretty fast and like grasp everything and understand everything. So I read my book at like 1 time speed, maybe 0.8 times speed by myself. But when I listen to an audiobook, I can listen to it at 1.5 and sometimes 1.8 speed, depending. So it's helping me get through this much quicker. So hopefully I can read other things this evening, which will be fun. Especially because so far I'm not really like grasping the concept of the book. I'm not interested in the characters. I don't really care about the plot line. So I'm just kind of like here for the ride. So it kind of works out that I'm able to read it on audiobook because I'm just not reading through it as fast as I would like to myself. Thank you to poor sleep schedules and cats. I am so tired and my eyes have just been really heavy today. So being able to follow along and not have to read while I'm slowly waking up still has been very helpful. But yeah, that's really like all that I've got for updates. Sorry. And honestly, like, A Lesson in Vengeance is kind of calling my name. I kind of just want young adult. So yeah, that's kind of my plan. We'll see how it goes. It's so weird starting my readathon so late in the day. Like, normally I would do this in the morning, so like 10 a.m. the latest. But I started at 2, and so I'm going until 2 tomorrow. But I am staying up tonight. That's the plan. Austin is going to bring me treats, and I'm going to be caffeinated as heck. So that's gonna be great. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. I will check in a couple hours or so, potentially. Hopefully there's something more exciting to talk about and show and make this vlog more interesting than just like my dumb thoughts on nothing. Cool. Alright, so I've had my dinner, watched a booktube video to ease my little brain a little bit while I was eating, and as you can see, I got it's full still. It doesn't look full, it's just because it's blended, but I promise you it's full. But reading update. I'm almost, I know, I found a bookmark finally. Just about to the halfway mark of this. That is my boyfriend getting home and from his walk, and so talking him into reading with me. He's gonna light a fire. I'm gonna set this aside because I want to keep reading with audio, and I'm going to pick up A Lesson in Vengeance while I read with him. I don't know what he's reading. Maybe he'll share. Reading update. I've maybe like a fourth or a fifth of the way there. Sorry, this lighting is not great. But I'm really enjoying this. I think it's the perfect spooky vibes for like Halloween Eve. I have about 300 pages left, so I still have ways to go, but it's really good. I really enjoy like the storyline, the witchy vibes, and all that. I'm trying to be quiet because Austin's going to sleep, but yeah, I'm enjoying this. I think it's fun. I'm gonna continue reading this by the fire, I think, and then eventually head back into the bedroom to read more of My Heart is a Chainsaw, maybe, or I'll skip to like a Dowry of Blood. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Good morning. I 1,000% went to sleep. I fell asleep. I only slept for about 7 hours. I woke up a little bit ago, read oh boy, I'm gonna need more caffeine today. I read more of A Lesson in Vengeance this morning. I have about 200 pages left of this now. I put it down last night when I went to sleep, decided I didn't need more spooky vibes before like actually sleeping, but my eyes were getting so heavy that I just like wasn't able to read anymore, and I knew that if I tried listening to an audiobook, I would actually just fall asleep. And then just for overall reading updates, My Heart is a Chainsaw. I'm about 45% of the way through with this. Again, I've been listening to the audiobook following along for this read, so I haven't picked it up in a little bit. But I'm hoping to continue today and possibly tomorrow, just because I'm not jumping for joy. Like, we're at the halfway mark and it kind of feels like it could be the end. Like, there's no twist, we're not building up to anything, but it feels like we're at the point, like the reveal, so to speak, of what's happening to her right now is just kind of like, okay, a little out of the blue. I'm not following the storyline. I'm not really hooked at all. The first chapter of this was so far the best chapter, so I'm hoping it'll get better. There's still halfway to go. And then, as I mentioned, got about 200 pages left of this. I'm really liking this. I'm for sure gonna finish this today. I really enjoy this. I enjoy the characters. I enjoy the storyline. I enjoyed like the light spooks, the witchy vibes, like that aesthetic. I like it. I'm here for it. And then that's it for the physical books. And then that leaves White Smoke, which I'm over halfway. Oh my goodness. The angles, I'm sorry, not great. I should have used a tripod. But yeah, so I'm over halfway complete with White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson. This is a psychological thriller, haunted house maybe vibes. Not too spooky, but like fun, spooky enough. The halfway mark, the point with like her alarms on her phone, that part was kind of freaking me out, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that part I was like, this is kind of creepy, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little weird. So yeah, that's my reading updates so far. Haven't finished anything yet. I did sleep for 7 hours, so I don't know how much reading I'm really gonna get in. It is Halloween, so happy Halloween! I'm so excited. I'm for sure gonna continue reading. We're gonna light a fire. It is a beautiful, sunny, but cold day. So we're gonna have a fire going all day. We have a couple plans that we want to do. We have some pumpkins we still need to carve. And then Austin wants to make Halloween cookies of some sort, so we'll figure that out. And we're making witch hat or Halloween spooky calzones for dinner. So there's gonna be a lot of cooking and baking later, which is fun. And then, yeah, reading and Halloween movies. There's not a whole lot going on. We'll probably end up playing board games, to be entirely honest, because that's just what we do. So I think right now, while he is gone, I'm going to pick up A Dowry of Blood. I think I'm going to start reading A Dowry of Blood. I have the ebook and the audiobook, so I'm going to just do both at the same time because I have this feeling the audiobook's going to be really good. So I'm going to read that, and depending on how long that takes me, I'm going to jump into Coraline, and then I'll pick A Lesson in Vengeance back up. I think that is my plan. We'll see how that goes, because I've been very slowly reading, but I'm enjoying it. So I'm having a good time, and that's all that really matters. But I also want to finish at least one of my books. Good girl. Can we wear the witch hat? Come on. You just put it on like so. You look so cute in it though. Come on. So I have reached part 3 of A Dowry of Blood. I'm loving it. Sorry, here's some dog. I really am enjoying it. It's dark, it's romantic, but not like in a good way, but like it's romanticizing like the most toxic of relationships you could have, which is not good, but like it's so well written and it just makes sense, and you can just like, if you've ever wondered what it's like to be in an abusive relationship, I feel like this portrays it pretty well, and it makes a lot of sense, and it's just beautifully written. I love the element of the vampiricness and the Victorian vintage era. Big fan. Hoping to finish that today. Technically my readathon has ended, but I didn't actually read very much this morning or stay up all night like I was planning to. So I think I'm going to continue reading this evening, of course, once we're not doing as much Halloween-y stuff. I know we're planning to make cookies and such, so once we're a little less busy, I'll continue reading my books and hopefully finish some more. I definitely want to finish Coraline, and then yeah, that'll be about it. Who knows, it might carry into tomorrow, especially audiobook wise, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see what footage I have and if I feel like this is enough or decent. So hey guys, so I've decided to extend my Halloween and 24-hour readathon into just a longer vlog, like a normal vlog, because I didn't end up reading nearly as much as I was hoping to, primarily because Halloween was super low-key for us this year. Normally we're a bit more like all out, we'll get costumes, we'll have a party, we'll like go all out with food, but we just didn't do that this year. It wasn't that we weren't excited about Halloween, it just, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the seasonal depression, I don't know. We just ended up hanging out, having a very low-key we ended up having a pretty low-key night. We just kind of watched some Halloween stuff, made pizza. It was very low-key, but very comforting and just fun and relaxing. But because of that, I've started so many books, but I have not finished very many. I only finished White Smoke, and I started Dowry of Blood, Coraline, Lesson in Vengeance, My Heart is a Chainsaw. So that's 5 that I just started over the weekend. I'm also reading A Girl with Paper and Fire, Lobizona, and the Latinx Poetry Project. So I have a lot going on. I started Latinx Poetry Project, and that's what I've been reading earlier this afternoon. But now we're gonna go golfing because Austin is having a rough work day, and that means we get to go golfing, which has quickly become my new favorite sport. So now when the opportunity comes up, that's what we're gonna do, I guess, before the season gets too cold and rainy. So that's that, I guess. Quick reading updates. I'm halfway through A Lesson in Vengeance. I'm going to pick this up this evening. Austin has a guy's game night going on. They're gonna like play poker or some card game or something. So I'm hoping that this will be my book of choice this evening. I'm really excited to finish it. I'm having a really good time. I love it. And so that is the major book. I'm also planning to finish Coraline and A Dowry of Blood today, and hopefully the Latinx Poetry Project, and potentially Letters to a Young Poet. I have too many books going on right now. I've started way too many. It's fine though. And then, depending on where we're at this evening, how late I stay up, how fast I get through things, we have My Heart is a Chainsaw. I don't know how I feel about this yet. I don't know if I'm liking it. We are at the halfway mark, but I'm kind of just like with it. So we'll see. I definitely need to finish this before Books and Lala's live show on it, but until I have a date, I'm not jumping to finish reading this. So I have sorted out sort of where my reading for the first week of November is going to be. So we'll see how many I finish today or tomorrow, and then I'll probably close off this vlog, start my next one, and then go over my November TBR, which I'm excited for. Look at how beautiful. I'm so excited. Okay, but I think I'm going to take you guys along with me for figuring out my Bloomin' TBR. This is being hosted by Christy and Ali V on YouTube, and I will have their stuff below when we talk about it more. I have a whole bunch of stuff printed out and set aside. I'm really excited. I have all of the prompts in this little book. So I think we're gonna slowly start figuring out what my TBR will be, as well as finishing all of October. I have way too many, turn the page, readathons going on for the month of October, so I just really would like to make sure that I'm getting them completed finally. And then once those are completed, I will like hop into November, which I'm really excited for. I've got some exciting reads. But yeah, it's a lot to handle. I also have a lot going on. I have to get a job this month, so that'll be fun. Also, while I have you here, I received my passion planners for 2022. This is going to be my YouTube planning journal. This is an undated planner, so it has the 12 months in the beginning, and then week by week you can plan. So if I'm taking a week off, I'm not like leaving a bunch of empty space, and I can utilize this a bit more for YouTube work life. Whereas this one, because as you've, oh my goodness, maybe noticed, I have a very spacey thing going on. This was my 2021, which was Oceanic, which is going to kind of bleed into next year because of my life journal and everything. But this is my dated planner for 2022. I think it's so freaking cute. I'm super excited. I love passion planners. I love the weekly time slots so that you don't have to, you can kind of just plan your entire day, which I really appreciate time blocking. It makes me feel more productive. So yeah, that is that on that. Later, hopefully, maybe we'll see, I can work on my bullet journal with you guys maybe. I don't know if you're into journal stuff, but I kind of abandoned this for the month of October. I've been doing really bad at using my passion or my bullet journal this I'd say last 2 months. I've just not used it, which isn't helpful to anybody. So I'm probably going to be reusing this same journal for 2022 because I still have a lot of space in it. This is from Notebook Therapy. This one is, I think I have it in the front here, yeah. Yop and Tom, and then passion planners. So that's my way too many notebooks. That's fine. So Austin is walking Finn, and then we're going to go play golf. I'll take you guys along. Other than that, how was your Halloween? Let me know. Let's talk about it. Maybe you dressed up and had a spookier readathon than I did. Let me know. Got it? Hey guys, I'm back. Painted my nails today. Kind of looks the same as my skin color, so it wasn't quite the goal, but it's fine. Spent a good like 2 hours painting my nails and doing my makeup, and already messed one up. It's great. Doing great. Anyway, hey, so yesterday we went golfing. Did not go well. I played my worst game ever. I wasn't having very much fun. It was super wet. The ground was sloshing and squishing beneath my feet when I walked. So the fear of slipping was high. Yeah, didn't play very well. It's a really small course. And yeah, so just wasn't having a lot of fun. So we ended up leaving. And then we just kind of came home, made some dinner with leftovers, and then we sort of binged Hell's Kitchen. And like that was kind of the night. But I was kind of in a bad mood after golf, and so I didn't end up filming anything, which means this is going on for another day. So hey, welcome to the vlog again. Don't get sick of me. Anyway, I've got my Dutch Bros today, of course. Although it seems really like I actually get Dutch Bros so often. Dutch Bros is probably like a once every other week sort of deal for us. It's not actually as major as I make it out to be. But we had a challenge today. There's hair on my face. I'm so sorry. We decided to make a little challenge because I've been severely dehydrated. Don't drink water anymore. It's a problem. So we tested me, and if I was able to drink 4 cups of water, he would buy me Dutch Bros while he was out doing work. So I drank my water like a good girl. I got my Dutch Bros. So yeah, I ended up not filming nearly as much as I was hoping, or really doing anything. Finn kind of had some behavioral issues. He was left alone in the living room for not even an hour and chewed through a bunch of stuff while Austin was away at work, and I was locked up in here trying to work. So that kind of sucks. And I ended up just doing my makeup and nails to hang out with him and watch him before Austin got home. He's now doing car stuff, and I'm still sort of on dog duty instead of working like I was supposed to. And then as well, we are going to my parents for dinner this evening. They're gonna make us some flat iron and potatoes. We're both excited. He has a friend over right now doing car stuff with him. It's a busy day for everyone but me. So it is what it is. It's fine. But yeah, that's kind of my little update. I haven't done actually any reading today like I'd hoped to, primarily because I'm on the hunt for good music again. Yeah, I listened to the same like few songs on my very large playlist. So yeah, I was finding new songs. Didn't go so great. I only found one, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out now what to do with myself. Because apparently I still need to be watching this dog. Finn! I still have to watch the dog, babysit, make sure he doesn't eat the cat. Luckily that's not an issue, but I guess read. I should be reading. Do you guys ever feel guilt for like listening to music instead of an audiobook? Like you could be productive with your listening time, but instead you're listening to music, and so you're less productive. Sometimes I feel weird about that, and I don't know why I put that pressure on myself. Like, I love listening to music. Music's a big part of my life. I don't know why I feel this way, but sometimes I feel this way. Anyway, I digress. I'm probably going to sit here and read until Austin comes back home and can deal with the dog before we go to my parents. I don't know. I'm stressed. Hey guys, I just wanted to give a quick update. I've just kind of been hanging out, reading on my iPad some poetry. I'm currently reading the Latinx poetry project. One specific poet decided that there didn't seem to be enough Latinx poetry out in the world, and she held this contest and had a bunch of people submit their poetry, and it seems that she put over 45 poets of Latinx descent of some sort into this book, and so far I'm really enjoying it. Half of the poems are in Spanish, and unfortunately my Spanish is really rusty. I haven't taken Spanish in like 5 years, but this is definitely putting a bit of a light under my ass to get me into learning again. Same with Italian. So I'm hoping to continue my studies with languages here soon, since I have some time on my hands. I should have done this sooner, but I just kept putting it off. But anyways, the poems are really good. I'm having a really good time. Obviously, the ones that are more about feminism and being a woman, I really relate to, even as a super white woman. But I really am enjoying this. I really suggest. She has, I don't know if it's the same person, but there's another poetry project, they're titled Kyrie. There's another poetry project that's also, I think, Black and Latinx. I'll have to double check, but I highly suggest. I'm having a great time. I'm loving the poetry. I haven't read poetry in a couple months now, so this is really nice. This is a fun way to do it, get back into it. It's like hauntingly good. I've definitely realized that when it comes to reading poetry, like, I love poetry just in general, and I'm really excited to read more of it. So if you have any like suggestions, leave them in the comments below so that I can get to them. Kyrie, I've noticed that with poetry, I don't know how to say this in a way that doesn't make me sound like a dick, but I really enjoy poetry that has something to teach me, something to tell me. It's more of a story. It's not so much just poetic words, because don't get me wrong, I love poetry. I love poems just to say that nature is beautiful, but there is something special about poetry that teaches me something about another community or something in life, like grief, that I haven't truly experienced the same. I like those kind of poems, okay? I don't know if that makes me sound bad. I don't know. I'm sorry if it does. I don't know how to explain it better. But anywho, that's where we're at. This is what I've been up to. We're leaving soon for dinner. We're going to take Finn with us because he's being a butthead today. I'm going to continue. Yeah? I'm going to keep reading until Austin gets back, and then we'll head over. Hey guys, I just want to say good night. I think I'm going to end this vlog here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys at the next one. I finished the Latinx poetry project this evening before bed. 5 stars. It was really good. It's made me much more excited for Lobizona. So, yes. Thanks for watching. I will see you soon.